Disclaimer really quick. If anyone on YouTube or anywhere else in the internet or the world has come up with a Terran Nukedom before I have, that is completely coincidental. I have no idea about it, and I take no ownership in this Terran Nukedom idea. It's just a way of playing the game. So, yeah. Blue Rocket Fuse here, bringing to you StarCraft Remastered. Oh my gosh, am I excited about this. This game is amazing. And I really want you guys to know about this really cool thing you can do in StarCraft. Whether it be the original or the remastered, it doesn't matter. They played exactly the same. It's just remastered has so much better. Look at this. This is back when menus were done right. Like, okay, this was, in my opinion, this is the best game menu ever made. Look at this. Come on now. Come on. You can't tell me that's not cool. Look, it even says, hey, you can beat the second campaign, or you could just go straight to the third campaign anyways. If you want, screw it. You do what you want, because it's your game. This is awesome. There's even cheats in the game, and they let you do it as long as it's not competitively. It's disabled in competitive mode, but like it's still like, well, multiplayer. Sorry. But here's the cool thing. All right. Now notice I titled this video Nukedom. You can play a game where you can just nuke the whole time, and it's very capable even if you're not that good at the game. I'm not very good at StarCraft, not gonna lie. Even though this is one of my favorite games of all time, I'm not very good at it. Now, if you go, let me go back here. Right, you go to play custom. And what you want to do is, is it in popular maps? Oh no. Huh. I've never played these before. I might try these once. But, you go into maps. I know for sure this map, like in the original, was always good. Yeah, big game hunters. You see where I went? Okay, I'll go back again. All right. You brought to this menu. You want to scroll up, go to Brood War. Then you want to go to Web Maps. Then you go down until you see the 8s. Big game hunters. That's what you want. Now, if you want to be a Terran that gets to nuke everyone, you have to make sure all the enemies are also Terran. Okay? The computer AI is not capable of detecting nukes very well, if at all, if they're Terran. If the opponents, all the opponents are Terran. If one of them is Protoss, one of Zerg, there's no way. It's impossible, especially against Zerg. They'll spot you every time. Protoss, they'll spot you unless you're super fast somehow with your build. Now, since I'm not very good, I already played one mission of it. I'm this white Terran down here. I am not very good. I'm not very good. I was basically on par, or maybe a little bit less than the others, but then eventually I started surpassing because I'm a little bit smarter than the computer AI. I'm not as skilled. Well, I'm not, like, I don't have the best build path or anything, because I don't really care about trying to get the best build path. So there's no tutorial on that. This is basically a tutorial on playing Nukedom. Having a Nukedom, it is fantastic, okay? So let me speed things up here. This is one great improvement of the remastered. You see how fluid this is? If this was the original, it would be like all choppy. It would be, it would look like this. It would look, slower. You see, it would be all choppy like this, but it would be really, really fast. They would be moving really fast. Like this fast, but this choppy. It's really, really annoying. And the computer would lag a little bit. Well, the game would lag a little bit because the game engine couldn't handle it. But now the game engine can handle it. It could go so fast. But gotta be careful. it can go too fast. Now, basically, if you're going to do it like do a nuke game, oh, here I am. Okay, I'm getting a little confused because coloring is weird. I'm the white Terran here, but there's so much brown here on that. It seems like it's brown, but this is the brown. See, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. But man, look at the game. It looks so good. It looks so good. StarCraft Remastered. Oh, this is amazing. Anyways, first thing you want to do is you want to defend. That is step one. Become really high in defense, okay? Now, I do build some supply depots. I will eventually get rid of those. Because the thing is, I need to get about like 130 to 150 supply. And to get there, it'll be a while. So, just slowly but surely work your way up. Make sure you definitely at least have 2 barracks. And at least 1 factory. You want to have siege tanks for defense. I have at least 6 siege tanks. That's what I recommend. That's what I used in this game too. 2 bunkers bunkers are technically unnecessary, but they're nice to have, so might as well. Just make sure you have something to take out ground attacks, which is why you have the siege tanks. Make sure they're in front. Have some here and here. There was an attack and I almost lost. I almost was wiped out by a massive attack. That will happen in about 2 or 3 minutes game time. Remember, Blizzard has its own weird timing, so I don't really know how long this game really is. According to Blizzard time, it's an hour and 30 minutes. Oh, there's some attacks already happening. Check out the attacks. Yeah, oh man. Now let me say really quick, the reason why I like StarCraft and I don't like Warcraft is simply because of this. You see this? When they die, it's a satisfying death. Like, oh, you see how they die? There's explosions everywhere. Like, when a Marine dies, it explodes in a pile of blood. Like, everything has a really cool animation. In Warcraft, they kind of just fall over. You see a splatter of blood appear out of nowhere. They fall over, and then their body sinks in the ground, and then you have a weird animated skeleton in its place. It's not a very satisfying kill. It's kind of cool and funny, but it's just, no, it's not as satisfying as this. Although, they don't have siege tanks in Warcraft, which is by far one of my favorites. Okay, it is my favorite. That's my favorite unit in the entire game. If only you could attack at the air. But that would be too OP. Definitely. Okay, I'm gonna make it so that we can see the whole map. Because once we start nuking, it's going to be awesome. So now what I'm doing, see, oh yeah, you gotta be careful. Like, they could see a lot further in Remastered than in the original. In the original, they would not be able to see. They might be able to see it if, like, this one maybe, built right here. Or if they built something here, they might be able to see. But it's Remastered. Something is different here. So they were able to see. So I had to build my towers back here. I usually make it super, super thick, but I didn't think I really had to worry too much this here. But oh, here's that one attack I almost died at. This didn't go so well. There's a lot more siege tanks here than I expected. And of course, I didn't notice until like halfway, yeah, when I retreated. I was like, oh shoot, I'm being attacked! That's how bad I am at this game. But okay, this guy just almost gets a hit in. But luckily, like, these two are sitting still, and he decides to siege up. Yeah, fool. So I barely survived there. Anyways, so you wanted to build up a defense. You wanted to start building things up, but notice what I was doing here. I have a lot of command centers. Command centers, each one provides 10 supply. If you, so if you just build a whole bunch of them, make them lift up, and just, you can make them hover over the command center here, so you have some aesthetics, or just have them lift up and leave them where they are. Don't worry about engineering bay either, because after you're done upgrading all the way with engineering bay, lift it up, move it away. Don't need to worry about it anymore. Always try to shove buildings like the academy or armories. I ended up putting them here. That way, like, they're out of the way. Just get everything out of the way. So get the covert ops, build a whole bunch of ghosts to make this work. Now, another thing to make this work, do I get to it? It would take forever. It would take forever to get there. Oh, yep, okay. Now here's where I start building nuclear silos. Now here's the thing. If you're going to do a nukedom, you gotta make sure that you have a constant supply of nukes if you're going to just send out 2 ghosts at a time, which is what I recommend. If you want to do more than that, have a several pronged attack if you're one of those highly skilled StarCraft players, which is basically everyone but me. But if you're that skilled, you can do multi-prong ghost attacks, and you should probably get 6 nuclear silos. Wait, 6? You want 12 nuclear silos. Granted, you have to remember, a nuke does take up supply itself. So efficiency-wise, it's best to just do it with 2 ghosts at a time and 6 nuclear silos. Let's speed this up a little bit. Now, I didn't put any hotkeys yet. I didn't hotkey any of the ghosts. I didn't hotkey anything until hotkey. We'll group them. Group hotkey or whatever you want to call it. I didn't group anything. Oh, I thought there was attack. I don't think I get attacked until much later in the game, and it's completely negligible. Yeah, see, I start building. I want 6 of these. Now, I don't group these because of how... Oh yes, see this? We're getting rid of the supply depots here because I need more room, and I'm just going to use command centers lift up. So I needed the room. Yeah, I was basically maxed out in space. They don't give much space at all in normal StarCraft maps. Maybe those super maps that I saw had plenty. I don't know. Let's move things up a bit. So I'm on a hotkey. I'm gonna group the nuclear silos so I can easily build nukes quickly. But I want to do it after I launch my first nukes. Now this is not because are any of these not ready yet? Oh, some of them aren't ready. As soon as I see one of these ghosts out, I'll show you. But once I launch my first nukes, that's when I want to hotkey them, because the thing is, they will always replenish in the same order. They will launch in the same order, and you can't predict where they are. You can't just say this will probably be the first one because that was the first one built. This was the second one built. So these 2 here. Oh, the blue Terran's already gone. It doesn't work that way. The way StarCraft the original works. Oh, I'm already nuking. I grouped the first 2 that launched. So the first 2 that launched, let me slow it down. Okay. This and this one were the 2 that launched first. So I grouped this one 1 and 2. I'm not sure which is 1 and which is 2. And then I didn't group these yet until I launched again. I think I'm about to launch. Here's my ghost. I'm gonna probably put it right here. Now here's the thing, you always, when you're nuking, you want to try to prioritize the missile turrets. Always prioritize them. So, yeah, it was these 2, that's 3 and 4. Here we go, another nuke. Okay, now notice I have 2 ghosts at a time. Not 1, 2. Each nuke does not have enough damage to take out any building by itself. Well, it can take out a bunker by itself. I do 2 at a time That way, if there's anything in outskirts, it's probably going to be destroyed. But it should be able to take out, well, 2 nukes will easily take out, if it's direct hit with the nukes, any building. See that? Yep. See, you want 2 nukes at a time. Now, if you're one of those people that got the official Prima strategy guide or whatever it was, all so long ago, like I bought, what was it, Battle Chest? The CD version of the game, oh, so very long ago. And I looked at the strategy guide. It says, yeah, nukes is not a very good strategy because 1 nuke can't destroy the bigger buildings, and your ghosts will always die. Those are still alive. Your ghost will die from the nuclear blast because the nuclear blast is too big. No, the thing is, they're actually, if they launch it at max range, like this is max range, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I don't even have to move them out of range of the nukes. I could just have them stand there, they won't get hurt. If they're too close, they will die. But I always move them away. Like what I do is as soon as I launch the nuke, they stand in place. They don't move at all. They don't respond to any command whatsoever except for the escape command. So what I do is I say this is the ghost, okay? So I'm constantly right-clicking away right as I know the nuke is about to land, and that guarantees that the ghosts get out of the way and don't die to the nuclear blast. So, anyways, as to send out the second barrage of ghosts, I think that's enough of me talking. I'm now gonna just like show all the nukes of this entire game. Yeah. So enjoy that. And I'll meet you back after all the nukes have landed and I win the game. By the way, make sure you are aware what ghost you're selecting, because this one I didn't notice in my gameplay, and he ran out of energy, couldn't cloak. Yeah. Don't let that happen to you. Here, I decided to be a little bit fancy and separate by ghosts. Yeah, don't do that unless you are really good at it. Because I forgot to move this one guy back. And he ended up dying from the nuke. Yeah, he died there. So I took this other one and decided I might as well make him run at the nuke. And as we look at the score screen here, that was Terran Nukedom. That was the entirety of it. We get to look at my APM, my actions per minute. Oh man, it was terrible. 51? That's pathetic, man. But of course, if you're doing a Terran Nukedom, like you're probably going to have around that many clicks, unless you're just doing lots of unnecessary clicks. Even though that's considered a good thing to just click a lot for StarCraft. Well, anyways, like here, I'll let you see all the scores. My unit score wasn't the best, but I didn't lose that much. I did kill a lot. Second in kills. This guy just kept throwing things all over the place throughout the whole game. Didn't produce that much. In structures, I decimated everyone because I basically blew up almost every structure in the game that was blown up, minus these guys. Even blew some of my own structures up. I lost only 11 structures. Oh yeah, to that one siege tank. And that siege tank attack. Basically, this guy was doing that. Yep. Oh, just those 6s from him. 5 were from my own, from me. I blew them up, those 5 supply depots. But resources, like, I don't know why, but I always am able to get more resources to every single, like, every computer AI in the game. In the early game, no, but by the time the game is over, I always have the most, and I end up never leaving. But that's because it's big game hunters. It has like 10,000 per mineral patch instead of like 1,500. Same thing for the Vespine gas. So, but still, like it. Well, anyways, that was Terran Nukedom. This is StarCraft Remastered. I hope you take this and can do this yourself if you really want to. It's a lot of fun. You could probably do a lot better job than I did, and I could probably beat it in a lot, well, do a run through of it in a lot less time than I did. It took me forever because the last 20 minutes I'm just like, where is it? Where's the last structures? Where? But anyways, with all that being said, I am Blue Rocket Fuse, and I hope you have a wonderful day.